back to Ear Hustle, where we spark conversations with influential people from around the world. I'm Asia Key.
And I'm Destiny.
And joining us today, we have a very special guest, makeup artist, actress, social media influencer, and literally the coolest 16-year-old I've ever met, Vanessa Anne Williams.
Hey,
so thank you for joining us today.
Thank you.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing good.
Everything.
Yeah.
Your face is lightly beat today.
Yeah,
Lightly.
I went for like a natural like look today because I don't want to like show up, full beat. Just give y'all a little
something.
snippet.
That's like what I have to like work on because I don't like to wear a lot of makeup, right?
Yeah.
But I want to like people have done makeup for me and made it look really natural.
Right.
So it's like I would want to learn how to do a natural beat just to like wear every day. You know, like I woke up like this, but I really didn't.
Exactly.
But like I haven't really figured it out. I don't know if it's because I don't have like the right products or I just don't. The right teacher, like
techniques, it's just a lot of things that comes into it, like brushes, what products you have, and it's a lot.
Yeah. So I know that there's a lot of people out there that would be like, dang, like I wish I could just like sit down with Vanessa or just have like 30 minutes to talk to her and like just ask her questions, pick her brain. So unfortunately, everyone can't do that, right? But so we're gonna try to do that for them and try to answer some questions people
wish. You taking one for the team?
Yeah, I'm taking one for the team. So
a good one.
Right, get some answers. Okay, so first things first, like, how did it happen for you? Because you have over 1 million followers on Instagram. I know you just didn't open Instagram, like didn't create an account, and then one day you had 1 million followers. Like, so specifically, like, was it just one day you just woke up and you had 1 million followers, or you're like, okay, I'm going to post this, do this, and that's how I'm going to get all these followers? Like, what was it for you?
Honestly, like, I just made Instagram because, like, the age requirement was to be 13. And, like, when I turned 13, I was like, okay, I'm getting an Instagram. Because, like, why not? Because I was 13. And all I would watch was makeup tutorials, and I loved makeup since I was, like, very young. So, and I always made, like, videos on my grandmother's iPads or, like, laptops and stuff. So I was like, you know what? Let me just upload 1-minute videos to my Instagram. Why not? Like, my family members only followed me, so, like, 13 people maybe.
13 followers you, like, started out with?
Right.
How many?
Like, 1.4 million.
Right.
Yeah, it's crazy. So. And so I just, like, post videos, but, like, it'd be, like, once a month. Like, it just wouldn't be, like, okay, I'm going to post Fridays at 3:30.
Yeah, no.
Like, it wasn't like that. And I just, make videos. And then I made, like, this Ariana Grande, like, makeup look. But the thing is, like, I didn't want to post it because, like, there was so much, like, Ariana Grande, like, wannabes on the internet. So I was like, and I was like, I don't want to be an Ariana Grande wannabe. And so I asked my friend, because I was in middle school, right, in these days. And I was like, I asked my friend, and I was like, should I post this video? Like, because I don't want to be, like, an Ariana Grande wannabe, but, like, I want to post it because the makeup was good. And my friend, he was like, just post it, like, who cares? So I posted it, and then I accidentally deleted it, so I had to repost it. And even in my caption, I was like, oh my gosh, I accidentally deleted this. But so I re-uploaded it, and like it had like 100 views, like from my family members. Like it just wasn't a lot. And then the next day I woke up, it was like 2,000 views.
Oh wow!
And I was like, ooh, that hasn't happened before.
Right.
Like, ooh, 2,000. Okay, that's good. I was like,
but you don't know how it like even that you're like, okay.
And then like a week later, it was like 200,000. Another week later, it was like 700,000.
Did you use any specific hashtags?
Like how? Do you know how to this day? Like how that even happened?
I don't know. Like the hashtags I used wasn't even that like crazy. Like I must have used like maybe like 10 hashtags probably. I mean, that's still a lot, but I don't think that's what got it a lot of attention. I think it's because I was so young, and you never really see like young people doing makeup, and that's what all the comments are flooded with. Like, oh my gosh, look how young this girl is doing makeup, and I think that's what kind of like made me blow up is like how young I was doing really good makeup.
Yeah. So you didn't make the video intentionally for it to like blow up, or you're like, let me just use a couple hashtags just in case, or it was just for fun.
Exactly, yeah.
And then it just happened.
Yeah, crazy.
Wow. So you don't really even have an answer for how to make your videos go viral or whatever.
Yeah, no. And then I guess what kind of also like made it interesting to watch was my funny faces, I guess. Like my like personality showing through the makeup videos. Like I would just like put on foundation like this and like put on like that and stuff. So like kind of made it interesting to watch.
Yeah, something relatable. People like stuff they can relate to.
Exactly.
I'm sure they saw it and was like, just love your
fun
personality.
and like energetic
Yeah.
and stuff.
And
So after you made that first video, right, and it has like hundreds of thousands of views at this point, we're like, okay, like I gotta make another one.
Yeah.
Or was it like, was
So-
that what made you start taking it?
Yes, I guess that's what kind of like sparked like, ooh, like what if I take this seriously? Like, what could happen next?
Yeah.
And I had like after that video, like maybe like 10,000 followers. I was like, okay, like this is getting a little serious. Let's start doing something. Let's start playing around.
Yeah.
So then I grabbed my my uncle's camera. He has like a professional Canon camera. So I used it in my next videos because like, you know, let me upgrade a little bit.
Right.
And so I used it and like he would like lend it over to me and I'd make the videos. And the next video I made was like a bronzy eye and it got like over like 6 million and I was like, okay.
wow.
And then like a brand reached out to me.
That was your second video?
I think that was
Or after the
after
one that,
after the one that blew up. That was like my second like biggest hit,
wow.
I'd probably say. It was like I was like to a Cardi B song and me and my dad like chose like the Cardi B song because I was getting a lot of hate because I was like, oh my gosh, this little girl should be wearing makeup.
Yeah.
And so the Cardi B song was like they do anything for clout.
Yeah,
do
do
anything
anything.
yeah. So I use that song like to get back at the haters.
That's
kind of.
so
I like
funny.
that.
I love
Yeah.
it. Shout out
Look
Cardi
at
B
you
now.
now.
Inspiration, right. So after you get all these followers and you're starting to take it a little more seriously, is like everything after that you post, is it all like calculated now? It's like, okay, I'm gonna post this and do this, or it's like, do you still kind of use it just for your like fun, or is it like mostly calculated like business?
Right.
page
So
now?
I feel like once I like started getting a lot of followers and stuff, like brands would reach out and people would reach out, like different brands would be like, hey, like use my product in a video and I'll give you this or whatever that. And so like that's when it's sort of like I started being like, okay, like we have to be more calculated about things.
Yeah.
But I feel like most of my things are more like for fun. It's
Okay.
still like genuine and like for fun.
Yeah, so you're not like, I'm not gonna post anything unless it's
Right. It's
for-
not like super strict.
Yeah.
Like let's just smile for the camera.
Right,
I mean, it's still fun, but of course there is like a business side to
Mhm.
it that I have to get done, and my
Yeah.
dad does get on top of me. of
Okay,
that
yeah, I was
too.
gonna ask, is that like when your parents kind of started getting involved, or when you
Yeah.
first made the Instagram, they were kind of like monitoring a little, just because, you know, like you're
I feel like
13.
my dad and my mom never monitors my videos. I would say I make up all my captions. I make up all my I do all my hair, my clothing, my makeup. I do everything.
Yeah.
But they just kind of like look over, make sure I got like things right. Like
Yeah.
especially if it's for like a business and stuff, like sponsored
Yeah,
things.
because I know a lot of people have Instagrams, especially that are younger.
Yeah.
It's like people managing their accounts for them. So you
right.
manage your own account, basically.
Yeah, basically I do.
Okay. So like, at what point did your parents have to get involved to kind of like regulate and like, you know, deals that get, you know?
Yeah, I'd feel like paid sponsor things, like, obviously, because that's when my parents would get involved, because, you know, you don't want to, like, settle for, like,
exactly.
$100 deal.
don't
You
have
want to
no-
make sure you get paid your worth.
Right, exactly. Let me give you $5
Yeah.
for this, and you're
I'll
like
give you
13, like, okay.
$5 for this, but my videos will get, like, 5 million
Right.
views. Like,
No,
no, you ain't gonna
doesn't
cut
add
it.
up. Right.
Right.
Exactly.
Right, so that's when they start coming in and stuff. I would say, yeah.
So for people out there that are starting to, you know, like get more followers on Instagram or even just want to get to that point, can you explain a little how it works as far as like the sponsored ads or the paid, you know, promotions? Does like someone just email you or they DM you? And
Right,
then how do you
right.
go? How does the whole thing work as far as making money off your Instagram?
Right, like making money and like reaching out to people. I feel like you have to reach out to people, like get your name out there, like be like, hey, even if you don't have a lot of followers, just like reach out, I would say. Just be like, hey, like can I get gifted a couple things?
Yeah.
And like I'll like show them off on Instagram and tag you, and there's a possibility they might say yes. But
and you're
sometimes
so charming too, so you can like
Thank
use
you.
that in your advantage.
Yeah. And then or sometimes like they'll reach out to you, I'd say. Like especially like if you're getting a lot of attention, I'd say. Like for me, like I was getting a lot of attention, they would come reaching out to me and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I know that Instagram kind of has like their own advertisement that they do. Like, do they ever hit you up and be like, oh, we could pay you this. for
No,
getting
I've
this many
never
views.
gotten like a DM or
From, like,
email from
Instagram itself.
Instagram
Oh,
itself.
wow. But you
But-
bring them so much business, I would
I know,
think.
and I haven't even got verified, but it's okay.
I noticed that. You have so
Wow.
many followers, but you don't have the
Yeah.
blue check. Do you know what goes into getting verified, or have you, like, looked into it?
Well, I was told that like it was easier like before,
Mhm.
like getting verified. Like if you were like had a like a good amount of followers, a good amount of attraction, like they would just like give you the verification
Verify you.
check.
Mhm.
But now like you have to have like press,
Hmm.
like you have to have like interviews talking about you or like magazines or something like that sort of thing, you know?
Yeah.
And the-
Wow.
Yeah, it's very. If I was like,
Yeah,
Right.
because some people who don't deserve
Right.
blue
Yeah,
checks.
people with way less followers than you that are verified. I'm like,
Yeah.
like that doesn't make sense.
yeah,
To me.
but you gotta have like I don't know. There's like a requirement now. Like you have to have like press or something. But I apply like every other month or something like that. And
I was gonna ask, do you care about the blue check, or like you
Oh,
want to
yes.
get verified? Okay,
I
so you're
want
like,
that
I'm
blue
on it.
check.
Like, I'm trying to get
I
verified.
want that blue check.
After you work to get 1 million
Right.
followers.
Put some respect on
Yeah.
my name.
Instagram's
Facts.
like,
Right,
we'll
you'll get it.
wait.
You'll get it.
Wow. After they see this interview, they're going to be like,
Right.
oh, we got to go give her a blue check.
Instagram verified Vanessa
Instagram.
yesterday. That's funny. So, like, you said you kind of have control of, like, your Instagram
Mhm.
and everything. Do you post at certain times or, like, certain days? Like, you know, you'll do better. Like, are there rules to, like, when, how you kind of go about posting
Yeah,
your
like,
content?
I do notice a difference when I post at like different times, but like it really doesn't like matter to me. I mean, it's super crazy. Like people in a certain like time in their day will just be on their phone while they're eating and
Yeah.
like scroll through their Instagram, and other people might be scrolling through at nighttime, scrolling through their Instagram. Like it's just different, you know. But I wouldn't say there is like a perfect time to post.
Yeah.
Because it's just different. Like, you know, I might be scrolling through 2 a.m. in the morning or 2 p.m. in the night or
Yeah.
the day.
Someone's always on Instagram.
Right, exactly. So, it's
But
no
how
big
many
difference.
posts do you have to, like, keep up with? Because I know it's about staying consistent, making sure your followers
Right.
always have content to view. So how
Mhm.
often do you say you have to really upload?
Well, I was
videos?
bad at consistency, like really, really bad. Like I was really inconsistent. But now I would say I'm pretty consistent with it. I post like a lot more than I used to
Yeah.
before. Like before, I used to post like every like once a month. It was like pretty bad. But
Oh.
I would say when you're more consistent with it, obviously, like I don't know, like you're more to
You
the
get
people's
more-
eye.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
Like there's more attraction. So I
you
feel like you
notice
got to
a
be more
difference?
consistent. Yeah, you have
When
to
you're
be
more consistent, when you're
Mhm.
not, you can tell, like, engagement and everything.
Right,
like,
engagement,
you can
yeah,
see a
yeah.
difference.
Exactly.
It's a
So
whole
consistency
job.
is key.
Yeah, it
Yes,
is.
exactly.
That's your job. yeah.
Exactly. It's a whole business. It's a
Yeah,
whole
right. It
business.
is a whole
It
business.
definitely is.
So one thing I thought about, like, and you obviously stand out because there's a lot of, you know, Instagram, you know, makeup artists, and like the area that you're in is kind of, you know, saturated on Instagram. How do you do anything to stand out or separate yourself from other makeup artists, or it's just like, you know, like I'm just naturally a little different.
Yeah.
It just kind of happens for you. Do anything like try to do
I don't
anything
know.
different?
Like I feel like again, like the facial expressions
Mhm.
and like the fun energy in the video kind of makes it different. Cause like I'll follow other people and they'll just be like,
yeah, bland, all boring.
right.
Mhm.
Nothing wrong with that. But I feel like that's what kind of stood me out, and also like my age, like how
Mhm.
young I look. I feel like that's what also like stood me out.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't say like anything too crazy,
Mhm.
because there are other influencers, makeup influencers that, you know, just do
Oh.
the same thing that I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Do you have like any other makeup artists that before you know, got popular, or whatever, that you were like looking up to, or like that were your favorite Instagram
Mhm.
people?
I feel like a lot of influencers though. I feel like Jaclyn Hill, I like watch her videos a lot.
Mhm.
I wouldn't say I look up to someone
Yeah.
really. Like I just be like, ooh, I need to like copy this, or
Yeah.
like kind of like mimic that, or like
Mhm.
I wouldn't say necessarily like that, but I do like follow or like
or like enjoy watching.
enjoy watching a
them
lot of
little
people,
bit.
yeah, on the YouTube and stuff.
Okay, so before we get into a little more fun stuff to get to know you better personality wise, if you could just give someone a little advice as far as if they even if it's not a makeup artist or whatever specifically you do, but just in general, if someone wants to, get out there on Instagram, increase their following, just try to, kind of do what you did in a sense. Do you have any advice for them, what they could do to?
I would say, like, I don't know, like, what advice to give, but I would just say, like, make sure, like, it's genuine, like, it's a real, like, thing that you want to do.
Yeah.
Because if you don't really enjoy it, like, it's going to be tough, but I really enjoy it, so it's just super easy to me. Like, if a brand, like, comes to me, like, hey, do this, I'd be like, oh, yeah, like, let's do that, like, but if, like, you're not into it, you'd be like, okay, like, another one to do. But, like, you don't want to, like, do that. So make sure, like, it's genuine, it's real, and I don't know. I see some people that are, like, just posed, like, just posed.
Just not organic.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and you can definitely tell.
Yeah, it's just just...
Right.
But that's the difference between people who really have those genuine followers and supporters.
Exactly.
How they really grow their page. They could tell. You could
feel
that energy.
You can feel it.
Yeah, people's posts.
See it, exactly.
Like, some people do just do it for the Instagram stuff.
Right,
People who genuinely love to do whatever they do on Instagram.
Exactly.
It works.
So generally speaking, it's more just about being yourself, being organic.
Yeah, being yourself, doing what you do best. If it doesn't work out, maybe it's not your time.
Yeah.
Like, just don't be too hard on yourself. Like, I even have, like, posts where I post that I love, but they don't get the most attention, and I'm just like, ugh, like, okay, like, this should have been, like, a good amount of views, but it didn't get that much views. It's all right. It's okay.
Yeah.
Just keep doing it. Don't stop. Don't give up. Because there are some days where I'm like, oh my gosh, like, I'm too exhausted. But like makeup for me, like, it's almost like very therapeutic to me. Like, makeup really just, like, it's so weird to say, but I really do love makeup.
Yeah.
Like, it just makes me feel good. And I don't wear makeup because I'm like, I don't like my face today.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, because you're
like,
really
I
pretty
love
regardless.
my face.
Like, I've seen you with and without
you,
makeup.
thank
You
you.
don't need
Right.
it. Yeah.
But it just makes me feel good. I just love putting on makeup. And I have, like, every color, like, every palette in my dresser. But, like, I'll still buy makeup. Like, my grandmother, she's like, Vanessa, you have way too much lipsticks. Why do you keep buying more lipsticks? I'm like, because it makes me happy.
Right. That's the perfect, like...
Right.
That's a perfect topic to, like, get into what we're about to do. So we're just going to do a little segment called Random Questions.
Okay.
It speaks for itself. So we're just going to ask you a question, and you just answer it, whatever comes to your mind, honestly, openly, whatever.
Okay.
So you're just talking about how you still buy makeup. I wanted to ask you, how much, ballpark, obviously you don't know, but how much money do you think you've spent on makeup since you started with it?
Okay. So... obviously, before, I did not spend makeup like that because I did not have that money, and neither did my parents. But now that I have this much following and brands reach out and stuff like that, I feel like I have spent before, like, maybe, let's see, like, I've been to Sephora, like, every other week and spent, like, maybe, like, 1,000 or something like that. Not 1,000. Oh, not 1,000. Oh, my gosh. Why did I say 1,000? Like, I would say maybe, like, 300, like, like, every weekend. So, like, add that up. Add that up.
And you've been doing it
it's
for
probably
about how
1,000.
long? Like, couple years?
Yeah.
So
adding that up, that's probably, like, 1,000, like, maybe a little over than that.
You probably spent, like,
a lot of money.
Yeah.
I don't know the number, but a lot.
Like 10,000.
10,000? Oh, is that correct?
Yeah.
Have I spent 10,000? I don't think I have spent. A lot of brands do. I feel like my makeup collection adds up to 1,000. I don't think I've spent 10,000, but I think my whole makeup collection adds up to 10,000.
So would you say you get sent more free products? Than you
Yeah,
have
definitely,
to buy?
because I am stingy with spending money. I like to spend
That's
other
good.
people's money. So I feel like I get more than I spend.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good, because I know, there was one little phase period of time in my life where I'm like, okay, I'm going to learn how to do makeup. Like, I'm sick of this. I went to Sephora. I bought, like, 4 things, and it was, like, $400.
Oh, yeah, it's crazy.
I remember this because he told me.
Yes, I'm, like, looking at my receipt. I have these little, like, foundations.
Right.
And I'm like, first of all, I don't even know what I'm doing. I look at my receipt like, wow, I just spent, like,
exactly
$400 on this stuff. And then a few days
So
go by, I
you.
still haven't even used it or tried to learn it. I'm like,
Yeah, it's
I
a
walked
lot.
my
It's
butt
a
back
lot.
to Sephora. I'm like, just take this. I just.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
lot.
makeup is expensive.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I didn't realize
Especially
it
if you go to,
until-
like,
I'm just gonna
Sephora.
return this
Yeah.
'cause
Mm-hmm.
I'm like,
Yeah, makeup is it's pretty high end. But
Mhm.
if you like, there's a lot of like good products though, like at Target, like Walmart, that you can get like for like $6. That's like
Yeah.
really good. Like,
like
you just gotta
the
like
drugstore makeup,
know,
whatever.
yeah, you gotta know how to like navigate and like
yeah.
yeah. There's a lot of factors into it, like your skin type. If you have
Mhm.
like if you have like dry skin and you go for like a matte foundation, that's gonna
Mhm.
like it's not gonna work. That's not gonna
Yeah.
work. You gotta
I
go
have
for like a
really dry
hydrating
skin.
foundation to really make it work. So
Yeah.
it's a lot of factors that come into like a good like
Mhm.
outlook. Like
You gotta
the
be
good,
like a whole scientist to know how to do
Right,
makeup.
right.
Like,
You know, it's a whole
So
process.
much goes into it. Like,
Mhm.
I got my makeup done by someone recently, and
Right.
they were telling me all this stuff. Like, okay, this is for this, but you have to consider this, and like pressing down on my skin to see
Right.
the undertones. And I'm like,
Mhm.
whoa.
Exactly,
Yes.
exactly,
Like,
exactly.
And I'm just in here at CVS looking through this brown or this brown. I'm
Yeah,
like,
this brown. I mean, they look
Literally,
the same. What's wrong?
Right, exactly. That's funny.
Exactly.
Okay. So, what was your first paid ordeal with makeup? Was it
Mhm.
somebody?
I don't think I remember my first pay. I don't think it was paid,
Mhm.
but I did get reached out to a brand. It was very small, but now
Mhm.
it's pretty big. It's in Ulta right now. It's called Petite and Pretty,
Mhm.
and they reached out after my video that like went viral. And it actually was my next post after the viral one.
Oh.
And they sent me like a bunch of makeup, and I remember getting that DM, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, a brand just reached out! Oh my gosh, like Mom, Dad, look!" And like, okay, they're like, send us your address. We'll send you a couple products. I was like, okay. So I sent my address,
Right.
and I got the products, and I was like, oh my gosh, like, oh my gosh.
You were super excited.
Yeah,
'cause
so I
that's your
I
first
used the
thing.
professional camera for that
Mhm.
one.
Did you have to go get a P.O. box after you start getting more?
I
and more?
yeah.
I did get a PO box,
Mhm.
but now I just use my real address, which is probably pretty bad. But
Yeah, I'm like, oh yeah. So you use your real address. I'm like, I feel like that's a little like.
yeah, it's a little much.
But I guess it's brands. It's not like
right.
brand, like, you know,
Mhm.
they're trying to create something themselves. So I
Yeah.
hope they wouldn't stalk you or something.
Yeah, I
Right.
mean, if you're
And even
comfortable
if
with
they are
it.
stalking me, we're moving in a couple
Nah,
months. So, nice
anyone out
try.
there that's plotting against me, forget about it.
Forget about it.
Okay. This is a little more random one. I don't even know if
Okay.
you're gonna have a quick answer, but if you had to sing or rap the lyrics to one song to save all of our lives.
Oh my gosh.
What would it-
ours?
all of our lives.
Oh my gosh,
what would it-
no,
what
no.
would it be? She's like, we're
Oh
all
my gosh.
dying.
We're all, yes, I think we're all dying. What song? Give me a song, anybody.
Let's give you some time. What would yours be?
What would yours be? Yeah, what would yours be?
Nobody knows.
A Chris Brown song from when I was like in elementary school. Like, I would do like "Excuse Me, Miss" or like those are the songs I
Oh
know
my
from when I
gosh.
was a kid.
Yeah, I think we're dying. Thank you,
I would
Destiny.
try,
I think
right.
we're dying.
I would try to think of something so easy, so simple, like a theme song. Like that's
Oh,
so
we could do
Raven.
songs like that.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I would do something
Okay.
like
That's a
that. I thought we had to
song.
do a whole song, like
Right.
a real song.
No, I'm
Right.
just trying to save our lives here, so I'm thinking like I didn't specify, so
I could
Right.
do, since we were talking about Cardi B, I could definitely do Cardi B, Bodak Yellow.
But again, okay.
Yeah, I think
okay,
I could do
true.
maybe one of
Yeah.
her songs. Or
Mhm.
what
Okay.
was the song that was like going crazy?
yeah, that was
right?
her first.
Yeah,
big-
yeah,
that was
okay.
a
That was
big
the
one.
song that got her really.
Mhm.
Yeah, I
really,
think
really
I
good.
think I might be able to do
Yeah.
that one.
Mhm.
We might die in the middle, but
We
I
might
could
die in
give
the
us
middle
I'll
of
give
it.
us a
But yeah, exactly.
Okay, so you still didn't have yours.
I think I have mine. Diamond by Rihanna. That's
Oh,
that's an easy
that's-
one.
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
everyone knows that
That
song.
is the easy one.
Everyone
okay.
knows that one. Come on, everyone knows it.
I remember when that song came out too. And it was like so popular.
Mhm.
But it's like she's not saying a lot in it, so it's easy to like.
Yeah.
That would be a good one.
Yeah, and she even has a makeup brand, Fenty, which is really really good.
I've heard that.
And they haven't reached out to me, but they did like one of my posts,
Rihanna.
and I was
Right.
like, "Bad gal Riri, please
Right,
add me
yeah.
to the PR."
Yeah.
That would be so
And
good.
like, you know, maybe we could do something together. I get a lot of comments that are like, oh my gosh, you look like Rihanna. I don't really see it, but, you know.
I love
Riri,
her.
if you hear this,
Riri, come on.
work
Reach
with
out.
my girl. Okay, who was your first celebrity crush?
I think my first one was probably Troy Bolton from like High School Musical.
Who?
Like,
Everybody had
you know,
a crush
you know
on
that
him.
song,
Yeah,
you know that song that
Zac
goes,
Efron.
bet on it, bet on it. I used to say, I was maybe like 3 years old or like 4. I was saying like, pedal, pedal.
You didn't know
Even
the
my
word.
dad, like me and my dad used to sing the song, pedal, pedal, pedal.
Saying the whole wrong
Like,
words.
it's like the wrong words. So I think that was it. Vanessa Anne Williams.
Okay, I think you look more like her than you look like Rihanna. I could actually
Yeah,
like.
people
I
do
could
say
see
that.
a lot
I
more.
could see
She's
that.
really
Yeah, I
pretty.
get a lot of things. They're like, you look like this, you look
Yeah,
like
you
J-Lo,
look like
you look like
that,
that person. I'm
yeah.
like, oh, I'm like, hold on, I don't even see
Right.
that. But okay.
She's getting the best compliments. Like she's getting the best
Right.
comparisons. That's how you know. Okay, so if you're not doing makeup or doing any videos, you just have a whole day off. What do you like to do in your free time other than videos?
Right. So I do acting too as well. Like I'm also an actress, but on my free time, I would say I play with my siblings a lot. Like I have 4 younger siblings, so like it's always
You're
like
the oldest.
yeah, it's a loud house like 24/7. So
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
usually like doing something with them, either making them cry,
Right.
making them happy, doing something
She's like,
with
what
them.
is free time?
But you guys are
Right.
close. a
Yeah,
close
we're
family.
really close, really close. So
Do they ever get in on any of your videos or try to help you out or anything like that, or get curious?
I've done
Right.
I've done videos with them, but I don't think I've published like a video with them. Oh, I have done a couple like Instagram videos with them,
Mhm.
and I want to do another one with my sister, but she's like, no, why do I have to be on your channel?
She
I'm
wants
like,
her own.
yeah, she wants her own.
How old is she?
She's 7. She just turned 7 today. Happy birthday to her!
Happy
Oh, happy
birthday!
birthday!
That's funny.
Yeah, she loves like video games and stuff,
Mhm.
so she wants to like create a video game channel.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, can you be on my channel like just so I can do your makeup? And she's like, no, I want to be on my channel. I'm
That's
like,
a really big thing too, though.
Yeah.
Like
she
the
watches
video,
like a lot
the
of
gamer
people.
YouTubes. You can make a lot doing
Yeah,
that.
Right.
too.
they do.
She watches a lot
That's-
of gaming.
Yeah.
That's what the
yeah.
kids are into. The
Yes,
Roblox
exactly.
and all the.
Yeah,
That's funny
yes,
you asked
gaming.
that, though,
Roblox,
because like little kids, they always want to copy exactly, what their
Their
older
older
siblings are
siblings,
doing.
yeah.
So it's like,
Right.
Vanessa's doing makeup, like I want to
Yeah.
do it, and, like
Yeah,
smudging lipstick all
my
over
little
her face.
sisters have like my siblings have their own like little thing. Like my sister, she does her little gaming stuff. My brother, he does like bicycling.
Mhm.
He's a biker, so like he just like
They all
bikes
have
around the
their own
skate
little-
park. So yeah, they all do like their little things, which is good.
Yeah, that's
Good,
cool.
gets them going. My dad's like, put them to work, put them to
Yeah,
work.
so they might start making their own videos, or
Right,
just see you
exactly.
and put their own little.
Right,
touch
and it's
with
all for
it,
fun.
or-
It's not like we're gonna like obviously like go do that little like go like go.
Yeah.
We're not gonna like purposely like give them a channel just because. No, they want a channel. So like why not?
Yeah.
You know?
Mhm.
Why not?
Yeah, you guys already have the experience. You might as well
Right.
just make a whole family and all be on Instagram and do your
Yeah.
thing, and yeah.
Mhm.
So I know you're into acting too. Do you feel like Instagram is like something you plan on doing for a long time, or like do you ever think about, okay, like what if there just wasn't Instagram one day? Like, is acting what you would do, or like do
Yeah.
you have like any like specific like things you think about doing in the future, just in case like Instagram?
Honestly, whatever comes my
Mhm.
way. Like I love acting. Acting was my first like career, I would
Oh,
say.
okay.
So acting was my first career, and then it was makeup. But I feel like my makeup career has definitely, like, is a little higher than my acting. Obviously, I've been in the movie and a
Yeah.
show and things like that. But I feel like my makeup has definitely like brought myself like a name, I would
Yeah.
say.
Mhm.
I still would like to do acting,
Mhm.
and
Do you want to talk about any of those projects or movies or shows you've been a part of, just in case anyone like doesn't know that what
yeah.
movies or shows
So
you've
the
done?
movie I was in was The House with the Clock in Its Walls. That was like
What's it called?
The House with the Clock in Its
Oh,
Walls.
okay.
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
heard of that. Uh-huh.
So it's Eli Roth is the director,
Mhm.
and Jack Black, Kate Blanchett is in it,
Mhm.
and my good friends Owen Vaccaro, Sonny Soljek is in it as well.
Mhm.
And it was really fun. I would say it was really fun because like, my friends Owen and Sunny, they're still my friends to this day, and I feel like it was really fun on that set, even though I wasn't on it for that long, but it still felt really good, and I was like, oh my gosh.
Was that out in LA?
It was in Georgia.
Oh, okay.
And I remember I was invited to it was like an after party because Jack and Kate was like done with like the movie, I believe. So it's called like an after party, like to give him like like a wishes, like bye, like like a party. So I was invited, and I sat next to Jack and I sat next to Kate, and I was like, oh my gosh, and we were eating like mussels and stuff, and I was like, oh my gosh, like
that's so cool.
And my dad was like at a bar and stuff, and I was like talking to them and stuff. It was crazy.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was really fun.
Yeah, definitely experiences. You're creating so many experiences while you're young that you could just.
Yeah, it's really crazy, honestly. Like, I look back at it and I'm like, oh my gosh, like, what? Like, did I do it? And then I went back to school, like, a week later. I went back to school and I took finals, like, in middle school.
That was the last question I was actually going to ask you because I know we're running out of time. But I was going to say, you're still in public school, right?
Yeah.
So I was going to say, how does that feel? Like, you have 1 million followers. All of a sudden, you're just a regular person, regular student. Then you go back to school, you have all these followers. Do you feel like, in a sense, like at school, like you're a celebrity?
Yeah, I get, like, people will stop me in the middle of the hallways and ask for pictures. No, I'm
At
kidding.
your
No, I'm
school?
kidding.
I was like,
I'm
oh my
kidding.
God,
I'm kidding.
I would have
No,
to
I'm
drop
kidding.
out.
Really? No, like, I'm kidding. But really, like, no. Like,
It feels normal?
it feels like nothing, like normal. Because, like, I have, like, really long hair, and I'm, like, the shortest person at school. Like, I'm really short for, like, my age and stuff. So, like, I would always get stares like, oh, my goodness, a short person with long hair is always, like, what is she doing in our
So it's
school?
like you already stood
And
out.
yeah, I always stood out. And so now, like, after, like, the whole Instagram acting thing, like, like, the stares, like, pretty much normal to me. And no one really, like, stops to ask for pictures. None of that
It
happens.
does too much.
But I do catch people with their phones, like, at me looking like this.
Oh, yeah.
I do catch,
Oh
and
my
I'm like, sir,
Right,
ma'am,
I
I
see
see you.
Well, you should
like-
just pull out your camera
Right,
bag and just be
like, they're just like, and I'm like,
can you like?
yeah, can you like not? I'm trying to eat my lunch, but
That's
it's
so
okay.
funny.
It's okay. I don't mind it at all.
Have you noticed people act any different toward you since the following you've got? Do
No,
more
not
people try to like
really.
hang out with you or be your friend? Like, do you notice any
Yeah,
fake?
no,
kinda
not
acting
really.
and
Not
stuff?
any fake people that I've like encountered. None of that. No.
Yeah, I would think like
I feel like they're kind of scared to approach me.
maybe.
Like I feel like they're kind of scared to approach and be fake. I don't know. Maybe that's why. But yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for joining us.
Yes,
I
thank
got to
you.
know you a little bit more. Like, I learned a lot about you. Hopefully, everybody watching got some information that they could use for themselves or that they wanted to know about you. So, if you want to just go ahead and give everybody your Instagram name, Twitter,
Yes,
or whatever.
Of course.
Social media.
So my Instagram is at Vanessa Anne Williams. YouTube at Vanessa Anne Williams. My TikTok is at I am Vanessa Anne Williams because someone decided to take Vanessa Anne Williams.
Oh, that's annoying.
Yeah, that's annoying. We'll get on you, whoever that is.
Have you looked at their page, like just to see who
there's
it is?
0 posts.
That's
like,
I hate when that
like
happens.
the profile picture
I
is
feel like
me
they do
though.
that on
Oh,
purpose.
The
it
profile
is
picture
you.
is my face, but no posts. And like they have like 3,000 followers. I could have took those 3,000.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's okay.
That's
It's okay.
Yeah, that is
Whoever you
annoying.
are, we're coming for you.
They did that just so you couldn't have it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I thought they stopped, like, the app stopped people from doing that stuff, like stealing
using
people's
other people's names.
Yeah, you have to
Yeah.
get like a I don't know, like a press manager or something and get that from them and stuff.
Yeah.
It's a whole process. Yeah. It's a lot, but yeah. And then my that's it. Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, that's it.
Yeah,
So,
that's about it, right?
Yeah.
All right, well, thanks everybody for listening. Until next time, Ear Hustle out.